Hey, salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad. It's your main man, Chief Sock G. Just wanted to put this little video together right quick. This past weekend, man, I tuned in to the NFL Network, and I was able to catch bits and pieces of the NFL Sport Combine. And what the Sports Combine is a yearly event where all of the players that's coming out of college that got hopes of making it to the NFL go to this 4-day event in Indianapolis where they get an opportunity to showcase their skills and, basically put their athleticism on display for the teams that's going to be able to have an opportunity to pick players in the upcoming draft. And being a black man, having played football when I was in high school and really being a cat that was always into sports, the Sports Combine always been something that for me was like, damn, man, yeah, you get to see these cats like show how much of a dog they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be watching it like, damn, I wish, man, I remember when I was in high school, I couldn't, couldn't run that fast or jump that high. And so tuning in, it'd be like, damn, looking at these young cats like, man, them motherfuckers strong as shit, big as shit and fast as motherfucker. It's like you be rooting for a cat to win. Knowing what it's like coming from the neighborhoods and the communities we come from, that for the cat that's there participating, is him living out his dream of making it out of the hood. It's him being able to, show that all of the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears that he done put into this game is finally paying off. So we watch it, at least myself, watch it with a hope that, man, I hope this cat run as fast as he can. I hope he jump as high as he can. He do them bench presses as much as he can. But as I got to watching it this past weekend, man, something came over me where it no longer was a hopeful watching experience for me. The feelings of, yeah, man, these cats is making it out the hood, it kind of fell away, and I kind of feel like I saw it for what it actually is, right? The NFL Sports Combine is a job interview. It's an athlete's opportunity to show why they deserve to work for your company. And when I made that realization came to my mind, I said to myself, well, goddamn, I know how stressful a job interview is. I know what it's like to have to get up and, put on a suit and, make sure my beard is cut down the right way, and maybe even cut my mustache down a little bit, get my hair braided up tight so it's looking good. You know what I'm saying? I know what that whole experience is like, and I know how nerve-wracking it could be to kind of make sure I go in there and talk like this and make sure my resume is put together the right way. And, hey, how you doing, Tom? And what's going on? And, they ask you goofy questions about, why do you want to work for this company? You can't just say, well, I need the money, motherfucker, I'm broke. This company is an excellent reputation in this, and I think the work will be really fulfilling, and I just want to be able to contribute as much as I can. Like, you got to go put on this whole front in order to satisfy this guy who's interviewing you enough to where he says, oh, let me give the nigga a chance, right? Well, for these athletes, these men who are bigger and larger and faster and stronger than ever man has been on the earth before, they go to a job interview and some scrawny white guy says, here, put on this onesie, right? Then they say, here, come stand over here. Let us measure your biceps. And spread your legs. Let us measure the inside of your inseam of your thigh. Let us measure your quadricep. But I don't know, it's a thigh muscle. Like, these motherfuckers, his job interview, after all of the years of working hard and lifting weights and running 40-yard dashes, is, here, come stand right here, you big, strong behemoth of a man. Here, stand right here. I know you could kill me with your bare hands, but I need you to put your hand in the dirt, and when I blow the whistle, I want you to run around in a circle, pick up this t-shirt, run around in another circle, drop that t-shirt, pick another one up, then run around in this circle and knock down this dummy. And when I started to think about what it was that I was actually watching, I felt extremely sad, because for the powers that be in this place, They must watch the sports combine and say, look at what we've done to the earth's greatest warriors. I watched a cat named Jordan Davis out of Georgia, 6'6", 348 pounds. He ran a 4.78 40-yard dash. Jordan Davis is 6'6", 348. He ran a 4.78 40-yard dash. The nigga ran the shuttle drill in record speed. He's strong. His strength is out of this world. 500 years ago, Jordan Davis would have been put on 100 pounds of steel or iron armor. He would have had a mace with a mace on a fucking ball and on a battlefield somewhere crushing skulls. He would have had a shield that's as big as a wall with a fucking sword in his hand, and he would just be on the battlefield plowing motherfuckers down. But here we are in 2022, and a motherfucker that's 6'6", 348 and runs a 4.78 has been training his entire life to go out at the NFL sports combine, put on a onesie, and run fucking drills. And when I thought about that shit, all I could see watching the sports combine was lions jumping through fiery hoops. It was a grizzly bear riding on a tricycle. It was a motherfucking elephant, standing on one leg. And the shit made me sad, man. It made me sad because what if we as a people could train our warriors to actually be valuable to our people? To where a young black man doesn't grow up with the dream and the desire to win a fucking trophy. These brothers who are competing in these athletics, they don't fucking... Jordan Davis ain't out there running it for the love of the game. That's not why he's doing that drill. That's not why he's running that fast. That's not why he's that big and that strong. He's doing it because he's trying to buy his mama a house, man. He's trying to get his family, in a better situation. He's running that fast because he's trying to run away from the place that he escaped from when he got to college. He shouldn't have to do that. He shouldn't have to go and put on a fucking onesie and run a 4.78 for a job interview. These are the earth's greatest warriors, the greatest specimens of the human species. They should not be having to go and interview for a job to break their bodies for some white man to get uber rich. And I thought about looking at it, and I don't know. I've never been an athlete on that level, so I don't know what it's like to go to those events and go to those, combines. And I'm sure them cats is competitive, right? And amongst them, it's, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna show you I'm stronger than you, I'm bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder if there's ever a moment that sets in where it's like, I'm just a fucking piece of meat out here. I'm just a fucking piece of meat. I wonder how many of their genitals are fondled in the midst of that whole process. Like, how much do those athletes have to suffer and just swallow their pride because you want to show that you can, maintain yourself, your composure under pressure. Yeah, I know that doctor, when he did that thing with that measuring tape, he might have gotten in your balls, but it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Because I know being a regular man, going to the doctor, you get a physical, the doctor holds your scrotum and tell you to cough. And it could feel like, dude, you feeling on my balls. Sometimes it's, the doctor doing this thing, and you suspend your mind a little bit so the doctor got to do his job, right? But how many of the athletes' balls is fondled? How many it goes beyond that? Where, doctor's supposed to be doing his job, but you tell that this motherfucker filling me up, and you gotta say to yourself, that's just part of the job. He's just doing his job, man. I mean that act. I don't want to flip out. I want to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then I think about, the whole Colin Kaepernick situation in the NFL. And a lot of us got mad at the athletes that did not join Colin Kaepernick. A lot of us was like, man, them cats are sellouts, man. They should have stood with Colin. But Colin out the NFL right now. And I can imagine being a football player, making that money that football players make. Your window to maximize your earning potential off your body is very small. You got a very small window to be able to make some money and to be able to get what you can get out of your body on that field. Why? Because every year there's a whole new batch of motherfuckers that's willing to die for that check. Every year, they get bigger and faster and stronger. If I'm in the NFL, I've got to play right now. Why? Because next year, 6'6", 348, 478, 40-yard dash is coming. Nigga coming for my job. And I got to make my money. I can't worry about him making his money. I got to make my money, so I can't kneel. You understand? I know they dying in the hood. I know it's bad back home, but you know what? Hey, they wasn't there with me when I was putting on the onesie. When I was running the drills. All them days after practice when niggas was hanging out, I was out there on that field. You don't know what I did to get this money. You don't know how many times I had to swallow my pride, had to be degraded and belittled and made to feel like a piece of meat. Nigga, I didn't do this just to give it up because they dying in the hood. They was dying in the hood before I went and got this NFL job. They're going to be dying afterwards, man. I got to look out for me. I got to worry about me. That's the mentality that a lot of them cats have, and I'm not mad at them for having that mentality. You understand? I know where that mentality comes from. I don't agree with it, but I understand where it comes from. The cat that's out there competing in the combine, he's desiring to get a check. And if you go first, number 1 pick overall, your check is bigger than the cat that goes number 2 pick. And his check is bigger than the cat that goes number 3 and number 4 and so on and so forth, right? But there's a guy who's paying them, writing their checks, whatever the number 1 draft pick makes, the guy that's writing his check makes 10 times that because he was the number 1 pick. Whoever the cat that's the number 2 pick, whoever's signing his checks makes 10 times more than he does because he got the number 2 pick. And that right there is a travesty. That right there is America's shame. Because this place was built off of oppression, man. This place is built off of people suffering and starving and willing to fight and claw and break their bodies and study film just so that they can feed their families. But then when the athletes get a conscience about themselves and they want to stand up and they want to talk about their mental health, they want to talk about what's going on in their life, they want to talk about how it's such a struggle being who they are, the world tells them, nigga, shut up and chase that ball. Shut up and get on that field. You're ungrateful. You should be thankful for the opportunity to play in the NFL. Like, that's some prestigious fucking place, the NFL. You should be honored to play in the NBA and wear this shield. Like, that's an honorable fucking place, the NBA, man. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no morality in that shit. The fuck you expect of football players? That shit is mind-boggling. America oppresses black people to the point of raising our children to be big, strong, fast, athletic, so that you could get an opportunity to make a white man rich. And if you get hired to do that job to make that white man rich, you better shut your mouth, nigga. You better be careful, nigga. Don't you step over that line, nigga. You know you can lose your job. You saw what happened to Colin Kaepernick. Hey, nigga, you see that combine? There's a 6'6", 348-pound, 4'7", 8 running nigga that's coming for your job. You better watch your mouth. That's oppression. That's what makes America great. That's what this place is built off. It's built off of a dog eat dog, next one up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do it, somebody else will mentality. And I watched the athletic events, man. Now, after watching that combine the other day, I never watched sports the same anymore. But it's something that's been bothering me, man. Watching the cats win a Super Bowl, they kissing the trophy, and I remember when Kevin Durant won a championship. I said, my whole life, man, I've been wishing for this, man. My whole life, I've been dreaming about this moment. And I'm like, damn, bro, your dreams is about winning a fucking trophy? My dreams is about the kingdom of heaven, nigga. My dreams is about black people being free. My dreams is about no more crackheads, no more prostitutes, no more young boys getting molested, no more my brothers dying in the streets. That's what the fuck I dream about. You dreamed your whole life about a fucking trophy, my G? I'm not mad at him for that. I'm not mad at him. I understand. That's what he dedicated his life to. I'm not mad at the athletes for chasing their dream. I'm not mad at the rapper that rap about selling dope and about killing his brothers because it's just a job. The nigga just trying to get a check. Hell, I go to my job every day. I don't like my fucking job. I don't like my bosses. I don't like the company. But guess what? It pays the bills. So I'm not mad at them for what them feeling like, man, this is what I got to do to put food on the table. But I am mad at the motherfucking oppressor for putting them in them positions. And then I feel like they make a mockery of them, bro. I feel like the sports combine for black people is like, dang, yo, you see how fast he ran, how bad that motherfucker big and strong. But I feel deep down inside that for the oppressor, it's them showing the earth, look at what we've done to the greatest warriors on the planet. Look at what we've done to these big, strong, giant men. At one time, they would scare your village. Their army was more formidable than our armies, but now they're shooting a basketball. Now they're running on the football field, bashing their brains together and killing one another, breaking their bodies so that they can get a check. And I don't know about y'all, but that shit make me sad, man. We fucked up. But shit, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Maybe y'all see it differently, man. Morality is the movement. Righteousness always been the standard. Angry Black Man Media Squad, I'll holler at y'all.